On May 10th, 2023, an Ethereum fork happened and Postchain was born. 2 days later, thousands of Ethereum copies, worthless copies, sent out on the network being dumped for Postchain tokens. Yes, anything that you had on Ethereum was copied over to Postchain. Any Ethereum token, any smart contract, anything that you had on Ethereum was copied over to Postchain. And they're still sitting there right now to be dumped, or maybe to be bought. Let's jump into it. So as I said, snapshot for Postchain. Postchain is live if you didn't know. If you didn't know, Postchain is live. You can go over there and trade your ERC20s, well, PRC20s as they're called. And we're witnessing a phenomenon. So when Postchain first came out, everyone dumped their copies that they got for free, their free airdrop. Even me, myself, I dumped all my copies for Pulse. But lately, we've seen a phenomenon of certain ones popping off. Let's start with Pepe. So this is Pepe on Postchain. When it first came out, this one had the most hype out of all of them in the beginning. Pumped, dumped, pumped up really, really high, and then a death spiral for the next couple of weeks. And then it got a little bit of another birth, dumped down, but it never made a new low, stayed steady sideways for another couple weeks, and it pumped again recently. And here it is dumping again. Now, with this recent pump, we've seen an awakening across the board, especially through Richard Hart. He started pumping wrapped Bitcoin, he started making pools, and we started to get hints of what was coming when he added the wrapped BTC pool. The first time he added it, a lot of people got wrecked, but I think that was a teaser to what we could expect. So if we look over here on PulseX, we can see we have wrapped BTC from Ethereum and wrapped BTC on Postchain LP with 95% APR. That is really good. So what he's incentivizing people to do is bridge over their valuable wrapped Bitcoin and pair it with the copy wrapped Bitcoin on Postchain, and that's giving it some value. Recently, I think this was maybe yesterday, Pepe was added. Pepe from Ethereum to Pepe on Postchain, 10% APR, which is, fair. It's just Pepe. And then they got the Pepe to wrap Pulse. So every time this happens, looking at wrap Bitcoin, the same thing happened when he re-added the wrap Bitcoin. Seeing what's going on, I decided instead of waiting for Richard Hart to tweet out what coin he's going to add next to the pool that's going to pump, let me go ahead and front run him and just go buy all of them. So what I did yesterday, if you go back to my members video, is I went through the entire, well, not the entire list, but I went through the first few pages of CoinGecko and picked out what coins do I think will have some value on Postchain. And let's go through that list now. The first one up is SHIB. SHIB has already ran. I'm not sure that I bought this one yet because it's already pumping, but you can see that they're all pumping at the same time. And I would not, if they're pumping like this, I would just say hold out and wait. Now, a key factor in this is looking at the market cap. I want to know how much gains I'm going to make if they reach parity. I don't think they will reach parity, but they might. I want to see how much they're going to be worth. What's the risk like? So if I look on here, I see there's 6 zeros and a 3 on SHIB. And if we go to CoinGecko and type in SHIB, we can see that SHIB is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros and a 7. So a little over a 10x. To me, it's a little bit too high already. It's already up. It's already kind of priced in. It's already saying it's a 10th of the SHIB value, I believe. So, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But it's basically not much. It doesn't have that growth potential from here, but it could reach parity. And if it reached parity, it would give you a 10x. Basically, that's all you're gonna get is a 10x, which is kind of funny that I'm saying that. Next one on the list. The next one on the list. So I might get that one, but I don't. That one you have to buy more of because it's already huge. The next one on the list, we're gonna go with Link. Now, Link is one that I caught at the bottom. I'm not sure if I bought the very bottom, but I bought this day right here. So I bought the bottom. And a reminder here, I'm not buying any of these now. I've already bought them. Now, if they roll over back to the lows, I will buy some more and accumulate. Link is another one that, if you look at the market cap on Postchain, that's kind of high, 64 million market cap. And I think the reason that it's so high, just like SHIB, is because everybody knows that these are the ones that will probably get added to Postchain. And I think what we could see, as we get down this list, what we'll see is, I'm not betting on that. We can already see from PostX, he added Pepe. He didn't add Link. He didn't add SHIB. He's adding the ones where there's hype. So Link is another one that might get added down the road. So I got some because I think the community thinks that it's going to come. Another one that people think will get added is Aave. Now, Aave, he tweeted out and it had a huge run. Thankfully, I didn't get caught up in this. I actually bought it right here. And I'm just going to sit on it. Now, I'm not buying a lot of this. This one is a good example. This one is 3 million market cap. So Aave is 22 cents on Postchain. And on Ethereum, Aave is $69. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is a huge upside, over a 100x gain if it went back to parity, which I don't expect them to do. But if they do, that'd be crazy. Being that what's happening on PulseX with pairing of the real asset on Ethereum to the fake asset on Postchain, it's worth betting on. Getting Aave at 22 cents is kind of like going in a time machine and buying the assets in the past, knowing their future value. Possibly. It's kind of like time traveling. The next one is Uni. Now I got this one. I don't hear too many people talking about Uni. Man, I did get it on a dip. Yeah, I got it on a dip, but man, I wish I would have got it lower. Uni's going off. 30 million market cap. It's a little high, but Uni is one that Richard Hart has talked about. He's talked about it was a free airdrop. People sold it for Hex. So it's kind of in that mix of the ones that he would maybe add. So people are definitely getting on this one, but I wouldn't buy it here. I would just wait for it to dump. 30 million market cap, 3 cent Uni. If it were to go to parity, $5. So yeah, over 100x there. So that's a good one. If it's 100x, that means that I'm early, but that doesn't mean it's going to do that. But it means that there's a chance that it could, if there's a pool added, that's what we're betting on here. We're betting on liquidity being added. We're also betting on whales saying, oh man, I got an airdrop here. Let me run it up. A good example of this is Pepe. Now, if we go look at, I have some messages in my Telegram. Someone said, this is what outsiders think of Postchain. With how much you got in cash, you must have had hella Pepe. I had like 13K in Pepe and got $700. No complaints though, that's free money. Now this guy right here was later, we prefer to buy the real one on the real chain. Thanks for the free 55 ETH tonight. Sorry for putting the top in. Pepe fan, if you haven't bridged over to Post, there's free money waiting for you to dump on all the Hex retards. Now, the funny thing about this guy right here is he was actually exposed in the comment section. I can't find the post. Well, I could find it if I look for it, but he was exposed in the comments that he actually was buying Pepe cheap and then he dumped it on his followers. So what people are doing, what we could see from whales is they run their coin up, get people to chase it and pump it. And then they tell everybody that in their community that they have a ton of, Pepe followers or SHIB followers or whatever. They run those coins up and then they say, hey, everybody, you got an airdrop. And then they dump it as people are FOMO buying because people realize that it's cheaper. You would think that people would naturally dump it, but really psychologically, when people see that they have their free airdrop is less and the price is cheaper, they want more of the coins, so they actually buy them instead of dumping them. So that's how that happens. So I'm betting on that. I'm betting on people coming in, running in, buying them up after me. So that's why I'm buying them right now, before these guys start to pump and dump. The next one I'm looking at is, well, not looking at, the next one I've already bought this. It's Ape. Now, I think I bought Ape 2 or 3 days ago. So I might have bought it on one of these candles right here. A little bit high. Market cap's 23 million, 2 cents. Ape. Now I'm DCAing these. I'm not gonna just, didn't buy that many, so I'm gonna have to accumulate over time. So about a 100x on this one as well. It's 2 cents on Postchain, $2.20 on Ethereum. So about 100x there as well. If it goes to parity, I think it was worth buying some. I'll just sit. 23,000 in liquidity. It's not a ton, but it's enough for people to wiggle in and get in and out. That's another thing that I looked at. If it didn't have liquidity, or I mean, at least $1,000 in liquidity, this might not be anybody coming over there, but you can get a couple bucks in. If it's only got like $300 and $300 mark in liquidity, that means it's probably a very low market cap, and we'll get to those too. So as we go on this list, we'll get into the lesser known ones. These are the most popular ones right now. Next one up, this is one that I talked about yesterday in my members video that I wanted to get, but it was already pumping. It was Lido. Lido is going up right now. When I talked about it yesterday, it was already pumping, and I said, I'm just gonna wait for it. 1 cent right now, 15 million market cap. Let's see how much it is on Ethereum. Now Lido, I think that's like staking or something. It's just the DAO token. So $2. So about another 100x on this one to parity. I'm gonna keep reminding you, that's if it goes to parity. Not expecting parity, but half the value of a dollar, half, that would be a great gain. But I would not buy it here. There'd be a better opportunity. Just throw it in your watch list and wait for it. There are plenty others that are down that we're gonna talk about. So Lido's looking good. This is one that I didn't buy. I actually made another list called Postchain Haven't Bought, where I'm putting the ones that I haven't bought yet, putting those in there. And when they go down, I'll buy them. Now this is really risky what I'm doing here. I must remind you, this is really risky. I'm not saying to go crazy. I'm saying that these are low enough market cap where you don't have to put in a lot. You can just throw some change at it. It's Postchain too, so fees are like a penny. So you can throw like $1 at it if you want to and just wait. That's what I'm doing. Maybe not $1. I'm throwing like $50, but that's me. Next one, Maker DAO. This is one I caught on the dip on this day right here. $4.69. I know Maker is $100 coin. Let's see, $900 coin. So 9%. So that would be another 100x if it went to parity at $4, more than 100x. So it's worth getting a coin, maybe just get one Maker, and if it goes to reaches parity, that's $900. Next one up, Floki. Now here was one what people probably aren't really thinking too much about. If I'm not mistaken, I got Floki on this day right here. Floki, one of the bigger meme coins on Ethereum, 7 million market cap over here, 5 zeros and a 1, ranked 129 in market cap. It is 4 zeros and a 2. So it's a little bit priced in already. We got 5 zeros on Pulsechain, 4 zeros on Ethereum. Not that much of an increase, but it's very volatile. So if you can get it on a dip and down at the lows, but this is a strong looking chart. So we'll see how this plays out. 2,000 liquidity. Another one people might be sleeping on is Compound. Compound sitting at 12 cents right now on Postchain, up a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, I got it on this candle right here. Hopefully I didn't buy up here. I'm pretty sure I didn't though. Even if I'm buying it high, I'm gonna just sit on it anyway. So it doesn't really matter because I didn't throw much into it. So it's gonna need to do like 100x for me to care if I'm not gonna buy anymore ever. Comp on Ethereum is $62. So that would be another, I think that's about another 100x, I believe. 1 million market cap on Pulsechain, 400 million market cap on ETH. That's the game I'm playing here. Now, here's one that I think people might be sleeping on. It's popping right now, though, but there's not much liquidity. Some of these you got to think about. You might want to do a little research. I'm not. Injective protocol. This one is in my watch list. Oh, that's unfortunate. This one is in the one that I don't have this one. It's already pumping. Now, what's funny about the ones with low liquidity, this one only has $600 in liquidity. That just means it can pump a lot harder. When there's not much liquidity, that means it can pump a lot harder because there a little bit of money takes the price up so much. So you couldn't buy but like $10 of this anyway. So you might as well wait. It's 49 million market cap on ETH. It's 49 cents. Well, it's 49 cents on Postchain, and on Ethereum, it's $8. So another huge gain if it goes to parity. But does this even work on Postchain? That's another thing we have to consider. The protocols and stuff, especially if I don't know what it is, I don't know what it does, might want to look into it before buying and seeing if it even works on Postchain. But some of the things like tax tokens and stuff like that, those will work. Meme coins, I think the sleeper on Postchain might be just meme coins and things that when they were copied, they work fine on Postchain. Anything that has admin keys and people need to go in and do work on might not be the best bet, because then you have to depend on developers coming over to Postchain and then babysitting the token on Postchain. So anything like Floki will work. Shib will work. Pepe will work. When you start getting into protocols like Injective, Maker, any of those things like that, it's going to be a little bit tougher to figure out if they work the same. Next on the list, another one that you might want to check on first. Curve. Maybe Curve is immutable. I'm not sure, but it popped. Looks like I have some of this. Hopefully I bought it at least in the middle of this candle and not at the top. Pretty sure I didn't, because I don't do that. So I bought it on one of these days here. 10K in liquidity, 4 million market cap. That already tells me something like Curve. This is way low for Curve. Curve is a huge market cap coin. 670 million market cap. 77 cents. You can get them for 0.002. That is nice. I mean, you can get a lot of them. Next on the list, Quant. It's another one. Does it work? Maybe I'll go into these and do some digging on another video. Subscribe. Maybe I'll do another video talking about which one of these will actually work on Postchain. But right now, they're just meme tokens. Curve at 93 cents on Postchain, 42 million market cap. That's a little high for me on Postchain. $109. So it looks like another 100x on Quant if it goes to parity, but it's Quant. You know, these are getting to the ones where they might not go to parity. Even if, but you know, like I said it already, half of the value of the original token, still really good from here. Here's one, Mana. Mana's not looking bad. This one's it's not pumped yet. It's really quiet. 9,000 liquidity, 6 million market cap. Does it work on Postchain? I don't know, but it's not pumping yet. So this one I definitely snagged some of. Another one that no one's talking about, but I think it's pumped. Yeah, it pumped yesterday. I think I got this one kind of fast though. Blur with 1,000 liquidity. Blur is pretty popular on Ethereum right now. It's my go-to NFT platform. 1 million market cap, 3 zeros and a 6 on Postchain, and 36 cents on Ethereum. So a huge gainer there as well. GRT, not really going crazy, but it's getting up there. 10,000 liquidity, 11 million market cap, 2 zeros and a 1. And I think GRT is about a 25-cent coin or something like that. 13, it's down a lot. 13 cents. Next up, we got Bat. Bat's looking really bullish. I'm not sure if I have this one. Can't remember if I bought it, but I don't have it in my other watch list, so it must have mean I bought it. 2 million market cap. That's pretty low for Bat. Let's see where Bat is. Bat is an old coin. And you know, this is something that it might come around 20 cents. It might come around. I'm not sure if the community is big enough. The question with these two for me is which ones have the biggest community? We know Pepe. Pepe has a huge community. The ones that have the biggest community, they're probably the ones that are going to get liquidity on Postx first, the earliest. Wrap Bitcoin, Pepe, SHIB. Those are the ones, I think those will be the first ones. And those are the ones that are already priced in. Next, you got to figure out which ones are next. Which ones have a community right now? Bad, I don't know, but I think there's enough speculation in Postchain that some of these will go without any community. People just buy them. Next up, we got, this is one I never heard of. I just saw it on the list. Render, 13,000 liquidity, 8 million market cap. And it's a high market cap coin. It's 58, 700 million market cap, $2.13 on Ethereum. So I got a few of these, nothing crazy. You know, I want to get in this, you know, got it just in time, right? And if it pulls back, I'll talk about my strategy going forward on these as well, like what I'm going to do as far as like managing towards the end of this video. Next up, another one. It's not a sleeper. It's pretty kind of an obvious one. Sushi. Sushi is a Bitcoin on Ethereum. It's going. Looks like I got this one. And I'm funny enough, I'm up on all of them. I'm up on every single one of these. Maybe there's a few that I'm down on. I haven't seen yet, but 1 million market cap, 24,000 liquidity. 1 million market cap for Sushi is probably pretty low. We look at Sushi on 200. So Sushi has died a little bit. It's ranked 200 now, 70 cents. Immutable X. It's another one that's kind of hot right now. Looks like I got the bottom on this one. 16K, 12 million market cap. It's looking good. 1 inch. I think we're just in the early stages of this market. I think that these are going to go higher. I think they'll go higher. And unfortunately, what will happen is for Postchain, unfortunately, people, it might get some new users, but in that new user growth, you're going to get a lot of people who just take the airdrop, especially the big guys. They're going to take the airdrop and extract the value from Postchain. But in doing that, they're going to onboard a lot of smaller players. And usually when people get their airdrops from a Richard Heart ecosystem, they kind of wish that they kept the airdrop. Like with Hex. Hex was airdropped to Bitcoiners. That's how I found out about Hex. I had Bitcoin and I claimed my Bitcoin and I had some Hex and I started getting into Hex. So it might be a good idea for people to stay on Postchain. I'm betting on Postchain. It's probably the best bet for a layer one going into the next bull market. It's pretty obvious, especially with these copies having value and people seeing that they especially like Pepe is a great example of like, man, if all of them do that, imagine, this is the story I told a family member the other day. When the bull market returns and people realize that they have copies of everything they had on Ethereum when they left and just forgot about crypto for a while, it's going to be pretty bullish for Postchain. It's going to make Postchain look really, really good. So that's kind of what I'm betting on. I'm playing a longer game here. Always have been. Next one up, BatchAI. BatchAI, 400 market cap, 8 million. Not much going on there, but I think as people hear about it and once people start going through the list of coin market cap, which coins are on Ethereum, and they start seeing, I think it'll pick up with these lower liquidity ones. Axie Infinity, 2,000 in liquidity, on a dip right now. So that's one to think about. Toncoin. This one's going off. I think I bought this one. Yeah, it's in the watch list. So I think I got this one. $300 in liquidity, 200,000 market cap though. Ton is at, now again, does it work on Postchain? I don't know. $1.44. So that is 100x. So no liquidity though. So be careful. But how careful can you be with $300 in liquidity? $300 in liquidity, you can't really get wrecked on that anyway, because it's not even enough for you to buy any. The last two, SNX, which is looking pretty good, 3 million market cap, and DYDX, $300 and 3 million market cap. The lower LP ones, I think they'll build up over time. I think the LPs on these across the board is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to be attractive. Now my strategy going forward is I have a full list here of all these coins. And what I'll do every day is I'll just sort 24 hours and I'll go to the bottom and see which ones are down the most. And I'll pick off which ones look the best. You know, Pepe, I still don't have any Pepe. I haven't bought Pepe. I think Pepe is overvalued. But I mean, this might be a good dip right here to get some Pepe. It's down 7 zeros and a 3. And on ETH, it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros and a 1. But it's almost 6 zeros. So it's still up a little bit too high. You know, so that's basically what I'm doing. Like and subscribe if you like the videos like this. I'm going to be doing more of these, but I actually do way more member video content. I do those pretty much every day, and they're a lot similar to this. Peace.